So I'm starting off with January. I've drawn 4 cards for each month. So I've drawn a Lenormand card, an energy card, a tarot card, as well as a angel advice card. So the first card is the key. So it's the key, and then you've got past lives, the Ace of Teacups, and new beginnings. So the key is finding solutions to a lot of problems and a lot of doors opening for you. So you have what it takes to open these doors and make things happen. It's almost like a manifestation card because you've got the answers in your hand. Then you've got the past lives card over here, and this is about the star card, and it is about reviewing things from the past, finding directions, finding movement by reviewing what has happened to you in the past, and also a lot of information coming to you from your past. Maybe things that have happened to you and that will guide you, acting as a guidance for you to move forward. You've got the Ace of Teacups, so the beginning of something new. So this could be the beginning of a brand new relationship, followed by the new beginning. So you're being given a second chance. So starting a new life, finding your purpose, forgiving, and a compassionate review of the past. You've got the Family card over here. So if you're already in an established relationship, you might be finding a new direction or having a beginning of something brand new happening. And that is because you've been using a lot of lessons that you learned from the past in order to start this new beginning. With this new beginnings, it's the Judgment card. So, reaching that fork, that turning point in your relationship where brand new things begin. With this Ace of Teacups, it's, you could be getting an apology, or you could just be starting a new relationship with somebody, meeting somebody new that you have a very, very good connection with. So something brand new coming in for you as on the relationship front in January. Now in February, you've got the Bear, aloneness, you've got the Knight of Quills, and you've got the King of Raphael. So with the Bear, it's talking about dealing with somebody who is got a lot of authority or power. This could be you being in a position, this could be you in a very, very good job, a very stable job, getting an offer for a new job, or this could be you dealing with parents, somebody who's an authority figure in your life, somebody you have a lot of respect for, but definitely you, this person has a lot of authority. So it's either you taking control of that situation or dealing with people who are in authority. You've got the aloneness card over here, which is the Hermit card. So you're doing a lot of time, spending a lot of time by yourself, maybe reviewing the situation and maybe concentrating and focusing on your work as well, because this is the card ruled by Virgo. And then you've got the Knight of Quills over here. So some important information coming your way, or you may be dealing with somebody who is of an air sign person. That's you usually. But a lot of the Knight of Quills talks about some kind of a legal issue coming to light. So some kind of information coming to you that's of official nature or of a legal nature, or you're dealing with somebody who's official or somebody that's involved in the law. So some kind of legality that you are dealing with. And then you've got the King of Raphael, which is, yes, it is safe to trust, the ability to accomplish many things at once and follow your creative passions. So the King of Raphael is about a healing energy coming in, and this could be like a father figure, somebody that you can trust, somebody that you can rely on, and somebody who gives you some good information. They're warm, generous, honorable, and very refined. This is usually the King of Cups. This could be even, getting some kind of counseling, somebody that, or even seeking medical attention. So you could be dealing with that kind of situation where you need some kind of advice and somebody's there to give it to you in February. So in March, you've got the Bouquet, We Are the World, the 5 of Candlesticks, and the 2 of Michael. So the bouquet is usually a gift of love. Somebody makes some kind of romantic gesture to you, and you find that really you're very impressed, or you even may make a romantic gesture to somebody else. So this could be something. It's usually about a gift of love, the bouquet. And then you got the We Are the World, which is the 10 of Pentacles in this particular deck. And it's ending an old cycle, maybe an old job, maybe an old relationship that is coming to an end and moving on to something better, bigger. You've reached a full circle as far as your life plan has gone here, and you're going to be starting something brand new over here. Then you got the 5 of Candlesticks. So you're dealing with some people that are not really difficult people, really. There might be a lot of gossip going around, a lot of arguments that you have to deal with or face, a bit of drama. And it looks like it's upsetting you a bit. So you need to move away from it, walk away from it, and don't entertain it. So if it's a relationship that is causing any drama with you, with the We Are the World card, you need to walk away from it and end that cycle and ignore what they've got to say. Then you've got the Two of Michael over here, so you're reaching some kind of decision that you have to make. It will be better if you just make a decision, over analyzing the problem and finding a compromise. So whatever dealings you have with this Five of Candlesticks, you might need to compromise or give in order for you to achieve some kind of peace. But there's a bit of drama going on over here. The Two of Michael is also maybe there's some kind of legal decision that you have to make, because Michael deals with swords, and that's about legalities. So some kind of official decision, some kind of something legal that you have to decide about, some kind of judgment, something that you have to take out all the emotions from it and actually make the decision just based on logic. So a choice coming up for you in March. So in April, you've got the Grave, comparison, the Three of Candlesticks, and the World. So with the Grave is about ending cycles or ending relationships that are no longer serving you and laying them to rest and moving on. And maybe that's what the Two of Michael is about, deciding about whether or not you should be ending something and moving on. So it seems in April you've made that decision and you decide that you're going to end something that is not working out for you. Now you've got the comparison card over here. Now this is the Five of Swords. So this is looking at that situation and weighing it up very logically. Because it's the Swords card, it is about something to do with legalities, and you've got to make a decision here as well about which one you want to choose and which is the better option for you. It's also, if it's a situation that is, causing a bit of drama, you do win in the end with this card. But it might also mean that you need to compromise. That could well be the case. So you have to compare things, and you've got to make a very, very logical decision about what you want to do next by comparing, the pros and the cons really in that situation. Then you've got the Three of Candlesticks over here. It looks like there is something where you deal with a lot of people. So working in a group of people, there might be some travel. You might be starting a new project where you're interacting with a lot of people. So, in good relationships, but more on the business front or more on the work front. Like I said, there might be some travel and trying to move away from situations that are no longer serving you. You've got the World card over here. This is also about work. So this Three of Candlesticks, it's about work and focusing on the work and doing the best that you can in that work and reaching the top of that profession. A very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. So it seems like whatever you've been dealing with has now come to an end. You made a decision about what you want to do, and you're moving on. This might also indicate that you might be doing some travel. So these two cards, the Three of Candlesticks as well as the World cards, show that you might actually be deciding to actually do some travel. And see a lot of the world, or maybe do your work or your job in another place. So, a new beginning as far as that goes. So in May, you got the Dog, the Thunderbolt, the Temperance card, and the Five of Michael. The Dog is talking about loyalties, and maybe this is what you're doing, questioning loyalties. Maybe, you're questioning whether somebody's loyal to you, or you have a very, very loyal friend whom you confide in and speak to, and that person understands you quite a bit. So a lot of interaction with this person, maybe asking them for a lot of advice, especially since it's followed by the Thunderbolt card. So this is the Tower card, and something happening that is devastating almost. It rocks your boat, if you like, with this Thunderbolt. So some big issue coming in that raises a lot of it sort of throws you for a loop, if you like, and you get it disrupts your balance. The card that's following it is the Temperance card, so it seems like you do feel very, very out of sorts. Not feeling quite settled. With the Temperance card, it's advising about feeling settled, and you might need to make an apology to somebody for things said or any kind of issues that were raised. You can see this lady's extending the hand for apology, or extending a hand of friendship. It's trying to, maybe things were said, maybe there's an argument that comes along, and you're probably going to need to apologize. It's also a card that says, you have to keep your temper in check and make sure that you're keeping things balanced and don't get upset about things too quickly with this Temperance card. So there might be a disruption in the relationship, or a relationship if you're in one, or where you end up having to make an apology. With the Five of Michael over here, he says the situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. So there might be something that happens. Things are said. There's some kind of argument. You might need to end up apologizing to this person for it, and you may need to just walk away from that battle because it's something that you're not going to win, and it is something that even if you win it, it's not going to produce any. It's not going to make you happy. It's going to be something that it's a hollow victory as such. So a need for you to walk away from any kind of drama in May that you might be encountering. So in June, you got the Tree, Harmony, the Eight of Teacups, and you've got the Nine of Ariel. So with the Tree, it's talking about family situations. So family relationships, even health. And that's where your focus is going to be, on that arena. Maybe there were problems within your relationship, within your family life, and you're trying to bring in that stability and you're trying to bring in that harmony. So harmony comes in over here, the end of a difficult situation, the end of problems. And if you have been having problems with your partner, that seems to sort itself out and there's more stability that comes in. You've got the Eight of Teacups, so this is actually leaving behind situations that are no longer serving you. So maybe you decide that, if it's a family situation and you don't want to deal with any more drama, you're going to move away from it and go into doing something that is more suited to you. This woman looks like she's traveling alone, so you might actually just, physically decide to actually move on to something else. Leave behind things or move away from a situation that's no longer serving you in order for you to bring about this harmony. So the end of problems, but maybe you decide that it's something that you don't want to deal with anymore and you want to move on. You've got the Nine of Ariel over here, so the end of difficult situations. You've got the Rainbow coming up over here. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for beautiful things in life. So the Nine of Ariel is the Nine of Pentacles. So, reaching your independence, being financially independent, being emotionally independent, and moving on to the future, and being rid of any kind of drama and any kind of problems that are going on emotionally with this, but also being a bit on your own. So maybe things were not serving you within that relationship or within that family life, and you've decided to end it here with this Harmony card. In order to bring about peace, maybe you've decided to end it and move away from that situation because it's no longer serving you, and become independent or move off by yourself. So maybe starting something brand new by yourself. So it looks like there might be an ending of a relationship there because the Five of Michael is also about, dramas or fighting. And if it's the situation you're not winning in it, maybe you decide in June that, you don't want to deal with it anymore and you want to move on. So in July, you've got the Clock Tower over here, the Fool, the King, the Lord of Teacups, and you've got the King of Gabriel. Now, the Clock Tower in the Lenormand deck is about being, it's a card about being independent, really. Getting things done by yourself, standing out, working to deadlines, finding your direction. You can see there's a sort of a compass, a weather vane on the top over there, which tells you the directions of the wind. So it looks like, you're going to be spending a lot more time by yourself in July. And, you're very, very self-sufficient with this card, the Clock Tower. And you're starting off brand new. You've got the Fool over here, starting a new journey, starting a new thing. So whatever situations have not been serving you in the first 6 months of the year, by July you decide that you're going to be moving on and you're going to be starting something brand new by yourself. You've got the Lord of Teacups over here, so you are definitely on top of your emotions here. You might be leaning on somebody for some kind of emotional support with this Lord of Teacups. Somebody who's very generous, somebody that you can ask for some advice. This could also be getting some counseling, getting some kind of input on an emotional basis, maybe from a doctor, maybe from a psychiatrist, somebody that gives you some kind of, maybe even from a spiritual leader, somebody that gives you that kind of emotional support that you need, but also being on top of your emotions or getting to grips with things. Then you've got the King of Gabriel, who says, keep your eyes on the big picture and leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success and genuine concern for others. So it looks like there is also somebody else, as far as, probably in your work life, that is also going to be very, this could even be a father figure with the King of Gabriel, who is also very supportive and allows you to express yourself, and also gives you some, very good advice on how to get over a situation. So there looks like there are two, this is the King of Cups and the King of rods over here, and it looks like these two people are there to help you and assist you get over any kind of difficult situations, and you're starting afresh. You decided that you'd rather go it alone, and it seems like you're starting afresh in July. Excuse me. Now in August, you've got crossroads, laziness, the Two of Quills, and you've got the Ten of Gabriel. So the crossroads, it's reaching a point in your life where you're having to make some kind of important decision. And this seems to be the focus of the month, where you're deciding what to do next. And you've got the laziness card over here. So this is the Nine of Cups. And this is generally a wish fulfillment card. But also taking it easy, getting, relaxing, but also getting advice from people on how to strategically move forward, or getting some help from somebody to help you move forward. You also could well be taking a holiday or a little bit of a break over here to just get yourself recharged. You've got the Two of Quills over here, so it's some kind of decision that you have to make. You don't have all the information. You're asking people around you for some help and advice here. This could be family that you're asking. Maybe it's advice about how you want to proceed. Maybe some kind of, with the quills, it's about a legal decision, or it's some kind of official decision that you have to make, and you have to consider all the facts before you make it. It looks like you're hesitating to make this kind of choice. So it's some kind of a judgment or some kind of decision that you have to make, but it's based on something legal or something official. Then you've got the Ten of Gabriel over here, which says, ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load, working too many hours and trying too hard to please everyone. So here you are with a lot of burdens and responsibilities and carrying, maybe a lot of work that you're doing, and it looks like you need to lighten that load and give it up to somebody else. And if you're carrying too many emotional responsibilities, you need to get that sorted out as well. You don't need to be the one that takes all the responsibility for everything. So there's some kind of decision that you have to make. It's some kind of official decision. But all in all, there's a lot of emotional fulfillment with this Nine of Cups over here. So that, you feel, you can just relax. It's really a time that you're just relaxing and you've got everything sorted out emotionally. So you're on top of your emotions here, but you are working very hard with this Ten of Gabriel, and you need to let go of some of that burdens because you are a bit stressed out from that. So in September, you've got the Stork, Patience, the Seven of Teacups, and again the King of Michael. So the Stork is about a home move or relocating, moving off somewhere. So there's a change in residence here with the Stork card. And you're waiting over here for something to come in. With the Patience card, it's the Seven of Pentacles. So there you can see the phases of the moon are waiting for abundance. Maybe there you're waiting for some kind of money payoff to come in for you, and waiting for that abundance to come in. It will come, but you just have to have the patience. You've got the Seven of Cups over here. So there looks like there's lots of options. So maybe you're going out and dating a lot, and you've got a lot of options available for you, a lot of people asking you out, and you're trying to decide who to go out with next. While you're waiting for this payoff to come in, you are waiting for, these are both sevens. So you are waiting for things to happen in both these cards, waiting for, the right option to come your way, and waiting for some sort of financial payoff to come your way. Or, the Seven of Pentacles is also about relationships, so waiting for some kind of financially lucrative relationship to come your way as well. Now you've got the King of Michael, which is a judgment. So there's some kind of legal decision that's going to be made, and maybe this is why you've got the two sevens over here, because you're waiting for that legal decision to come. Its wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for open and honest communication. So this is generally things to do with judges and legalities with the King of Michael, and waiting for legal decisions to come. So in these two cards, the Patience card and the Seven of Teacups, you've got all these options available. These are options for maybe, new relationships to come in. But it seems like you've put everything on hold that particular month, waiting for some kind of legal decision to come through. So in October, you've got the Anchor, you've got politics, you've got the Two of Candlesticks, and you've got the Five of Ariel. So the Anchor is about talking about concentrating a lot on your work and your job. It seems like this may be a year of you investing a lot in yourself and in your career rather than in a romantic relationship. It seems like romantic relationships will come, but it doesn't seem like there's going to be something that's very, very long term. And if you're in an established relationship, it doesn't seem like there's going to be any kind of major changes within that. But you have a lot of focus on work over here, and you're dealing with a lot of politics over here and dealing with very toxic people as well. You can see there's a big rattlesnake over here, and this man's giggling behind this mask, pretending the mask looks like it's smiling, but in the background, this man looks like he's, gotten the better of you. So be careful of people that you work with. Do not divulge sensitive information to people around you, because they're going to be using it against you. So just be very, very careful about who you talk to and who you trust. You've got some kind of decision to make over here with the Two of Candlesticks over here. Information coming to light with this candle, and also asking somebody around you for that help in deciding what to do next. This could be a sibling, this could be a very, very good friend, but somebody that you trust quite a bit, and a decision will need to be made as well. And maybe it's a decision about cutting something out of your life. You've got a knife over here. You've got the Five of Ariel over here. You couldn't go, you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So something is coming in that's going to cause a bit of financial problems over here. This could be a loss of a relationship with the Five of Ariel, which is the Five of Pentacles, or it could well be a loss of a job, or it could be, financial loss. So watch out for money being tight over here, or some kind of financial loss coming in over here. And, watch out for people that are very, very toxic. You are dealing with the situation. You do need to make a proper decision. So consider all your options first. Get some good sound advice before you make any kind of big decisions. And that's happening in October. So in November, you've got the Child, a new vision. You've got the Four of Coins and the Six of Raphael. So the Child is talking about new beginnings and starting things off afresh. And that seems to be what's the energies of that particular month, transformation and starting off afresh. You've got a new vision over here. So this is the Hangman, still waiting for things to change in your direction, but seeing things from a different point of view and a different perspective. And, it is a turning point card. So this is something, once you've come up with the idea, or once you have that new vision or that new idea about how to proceed, things will start moving in a positive direction for you. You've got the Four of Coins over here, so still watching your money. You've had some sort of financial loss in the previous month, so you are having to tighten your belt over here. Maybe you've had a bill to pay off, there was some sort of expense, and now you just need to make sure that you are watching your finances. This could put any strain on put some strain on a relationship here. So maybe you and your partner going through a little bit of a financial hardship. Maybe people are there putting pressure on you, financial pressure on you. So you need to actually watch your money. With the Six of Raphael, embrace your inner child, new friends, or rekindle relationships, children, or childhood. So somebody coming out from the past with the Six of Raphael. So you could be reuniting with an old friend. If you're single, you could be meeting up with an old friend that you've known, or a past love that you've encountered before. Or you could just be dealing with children. If you have children in a relationship, they could be your focus during that particular month with the Six of Raphael. And in December, you've got the Letter, Moment to Moment, the Ace of Quills, and the Four of Raphael. So with the Letter and this Four of Quills, it looks like some news is coming in for you. It could be news of something legal, because the Quills is about swords, and swords is usually about cold hard facts. So some sort of official letter coming in for you. And you've got the Letter card, so something official coming in for you. And moment by moment, you're not quite sure what's going on. This is the Two of Pentacles, so still juggling money quite a bit over here, or juggling work, or juggling jobs. Maybe you have the option, or you have a choice of two jobs. So maybe you put in an application for a job during December, and you're waiting for news for that to come in. And, maybe it's a second job, but maybe you have now decided that the previous months, you've been going through this financial problem, and you've been putting in applications for new jobs. So waiting for news for that to come in. And some news will come in. Then you've got the Four of Raphael, which says, seek out other possibilities, look for the magic in life, beware of your own emotions. Now, the Four of Raphael is the Four of Cups, really. So a new job offer coming in for you here, and that's going to bring you a lot of emotional satisfaction as well. This could also be, maybe a new relationship coming in, an offer, because usually with Four of Cups, it's a new cup being presented to you, like the Ace of Cups. But it's some kind of offer that's going to be presented to you that's going to allow you to get over the situation. So this could be a new relationship coming in for you, or it could be a new job offer coming in for you to try and get you out of your financial problems that you are in. So this looks like a year that is more focused on you getting over any kind of financial problems that you've been dealing with and getting rid of any old emotional baggage that you've been carrying. There seems to be a lot of legalities that you are involved in. There's some kind of judgment coming in